after that, of course, the big series is this weekend series, Dodgers Padres. Currently, we're 1-1 in the series. But looking at this series, Friday, it was an interesting start to the series. The Dodgers lost, and the Dodgers are playing the Padres in San Diego. The Padres took it upon themselves to, after the game, have a crying meme of Clayton Kershaw on their jumbotron. As you know, the game was ending, and a lot of people took offense to this. A lot of people had issues with the Padres, saying that it's Bush League, and like, how are you going to diss a future Hall of Famer who's owned you like his entire career? But Kershaw, being Kershaw, he came out the next day and said like, "Hey, yeah, I saw it, but he's like, if you don't want it to happen, you have to pitch better." So, which I agree with. But I wanted to first get your take on, do you think what the Padres did was Bush League, quote unquote?
Yes and no. So yes, because obviously it's it's not called for, but then you have to look at it as it's just an extension of like trying to get your fan base behind your team.
Right,
So like when you're telling me that, like, just recapping all this, first thing popped in my head, I was like, so why don't the Dodgers at their next homestand have inflatable hypodermic needles everywhere? Like, it's like at this point you got an eye for an eye, and who's going to one up it? Like,
right,
yeah, crying memes okay, but be a little more original. Do something good. Like if you brought in these inflatable hypodermic needles, watch how bad that's going to be all over ESPN. The the crying meme will get a blurb, but all that. So, but I do feel like it is Bush League because I do feel like the players should be above this. But I do like when players do stuff like this because it does bring the game to a different level, especially the rivalries. And I do like getting the teams to play their hardest at the times that we wanted against their rivals because I feel like a lot of times once it's like games almost decided, teams give start like you could start seeing like the effort goes away.
right,
Now, if these teams are battling like back in the 70s, how teams were battled, they never quit. They're like,
right,
oh, I'm going to go out and we're going to win the game. And as we round home plate out on a walk off, I'm going to run over and punch you in the face.
right.
I like that grit. Um, so I would like seeing more not fighting like that, but more just like intensity from these players and to put a good product on the stage for the fans.
I would agree. My only issue with this is I don't want to see it from like because I mean, obviously that's the Padres, as an organization making that call to do something like that. It's not like the
Yeah.
players said like,
Yeah.
"Hey, let's do
Yeah.
this."
Put this up there real quick.
You're right. So I don't like that coming from organization's standpoint, because like, no, if the players are gonna do it, let the players do it. Because I will say, I believe last year when Tatis got popped, right after he got popped for steroids and got suspended, the Padres played the Dodgers on Saturday, on Fox on Saturday, and then they played them on Sunday. And I believe in that series, a fan did it, but it got some headlines where someone brought a huge inflatable pill, and
Okay.
I think it was like, it said steroids or something written on it, and it fell on the field.
What do we got here? Got me. I don't know. It was so big you couldn't put it in a bottle.
But it was huge. It was like a huge pill. It was like a huge balloon pill, and
Yeah.
everyone knew what that was for, right? And it was funny, but that was a fan. I'm cool with fans doing whatever. I'm
But
cool with
when an organization,
Right, because now it'll always look like it to me. I'm sorry, but it seems like the Padres, like, they wake up to play the Dodgers. Like, their whole season is based off the Dodgers, which that's not supposed to be the case. The case is you're supposed to win the World Series. I feel
yeah.
like when you do stuff like that, it's like you're content with, hey, as long as the Dodgers don't win, we're fine.
We win.
Yeah, like we win. But if the Dodgers win, we have an issue, and it's like, no, that should not be your main goal every season. Obviously, you want to beat the Dodgers and beat the teams in your division, but
Yeah.
it should be like, hey, let's beat all the other teams as well. Number one. Number two, my big issue. What I want from this, because my next question to you was going to be, are the Dodgers and Padres the best rivalry in baseball going today? But I want to see more, because Friday night, Tatis Jr. hit 2 home runs off of Kershaw. And Tatis was running around the bases like he just won the World Series.
Driven to left field on a line. That's gone too. Nando goes yard again. Padres take a 3-1 lead. The long and short.
He was hyping his team up. He was doing everything right. And mark my words, I feel like Tatis Jr. is gonna start a brawl this year with the Dodgers some way, somehow. I don't know how it's gonna develop. I don't know if it's gonna be they're gonna get tired of him doing stuff like that, or he's gonna get hit with the pitch on accident and take it as personal, and then something's gonna happen. I don't know, but I feel like it's gonna start with him. And that is what I do want to see more of, because as a baseball fan, you've seen more baseball than me because you're older, but we grew up in around certain eras that we can remember. I miss the rivalries where this was personal, and I want to see more of that. Like, yes, I understand, like, you guys are making a crap load of money, you guys are friends off the field, and but I'm cool on that. I want to see where there's actually, like, I don't like this team. I don't like these people. I don't like this player. I want to see more of that, because I feel like that is the only thing that's missing from baseball.